Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The play-action fake. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Rainbow Warriors offense has the ball for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
To the air, it's Madsen. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense. You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Rainbow Warriors are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red.
Turning it on. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season. Got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Boise State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
That's caught. It's Sims. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. I won't surprise.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll go to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Back's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. That one comes out hot down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
The Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the catch. It's Harris. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Looking to throw again. Plucks it out of the air.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
You can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gonna swing it on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB. Finds
the tight end. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Broncos! Great job by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
42, Hawaii, 14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. And he's wrapped. After a solid return on the pick.
We're coming out of
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.